This is the all-new Vauxhall Grandland. And as good as the old one looked, I can't lie, this one is in a different league. Now, I loved the old Vauxhall Grandland. It was quiet, it was comfortable, it looked good, it was powerful. But how does this new one stack up? Let's find out. Comparing the new versus the old is very interesting. You can see the DNA, but it's still new somehow. Let's talk about the looks. We have this futuristic visor, making it look even more like something out of a cyberpunk model. These side creases look like they've been molded out of clay, and the back end, looks good. You get this integrated back visor. It's got the Vauxhall logo in it, and when you see it in person, it looks like a stick of rock, which is like semi-transparent. And you don't have to worry about anybody stealing a Grandland badge because it's been stamped into the rear bumper. This means Vauxhall have essentially decided to letterhead their car. Fancy. Inside, it's changed too. It's much more modern than before. It's all crisp and clean. Straight lines mixed with long curves. The wheel is covered in lumps and bumps and it makes an amazingly comfortable thing to hold while driving. You wouldn't get thrown out of these seats even in the gnarliest of cornering situations. And there's lots of room back here. And in the boot. Up front you have a new super wide display. It's actually incredible. There are other really cool touches as well. The wheels look like they're from Star Trek. All the screens respond with the lightest touch. The layout of the buttons and on the wheel feel as plush as anything I've ever driven. The engine though, well, that's fairly simple. 2 powertrains at launch with a fully electric, which is what we're in today, with up to 422 miles of range, and a standard petrol hybrid. The hybrid has a 6-speed DCT transmission with 136 PS. The EV, though, 213 PS, and comes as standard with a 325-mile WLTP range. It supports up to like 160-watt charging, and it's got a heat pump as standard too, which is nice. I'll get into the drive a little bit later when we're, on the road, but it is a lot smoother and more comfortable than ever before. But it's not just the outside and inside that has changed. Vauxhall have upped their marketing again. I've said for years that the Corsa Yes and the Griffin No Bull ads have deserved praise, but whoever thought it was a good idea to put those speed ramps from Instagram and integrate them on the landing page of Vauxhall's website, that's just a super cool idea. Check this out. So there are 3 flavors of Grandland to choose from: the Design, the GS, and of course, the Ultimate. But before we go through the specifications, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, then what are you doing? It's free. You can unsubscribe at any time. So the specs then. Let's go through those, shall we? At the time of filming, if you so wish, you get free home delivery. Remember, this could change in the future. You get £500 worth of credit towards a wall box installation, or public charging, £500 towards public charging. That's obviously with the EV only, which is what we're in today. You get 8 years of battery warranty and 3 years of roadside assistance and recovery. Obviously those 8 years are for the battery only, and you get a 3-year warranty period with the petrol model. And the design from the time of filming starts from £34,700, and you get so much equipment as standard. You get the standard Vauxhall signature 3D visor design, which can be upgraded to a illuminated bar design on the other models. 19-inch wheels are of course standard. They turn into diamond cuts for the next level, and the final level they are 20 inches big. The interior, you get this lovely bird cloth fabric, part vinyl on the upgraded models, with an option for a Napa pack on the top of the range, but we'll get to that a little bit later. All EVs come with a minimum of 325 miles worth of range, although right now mine is telling me I've got 327, so that's good. The battery capacity as standard is 73 kilowatt hours, and you get a fast charging time of, as I mentioned before, 160 kilowatts, which is nice. It's a nice in between. Obviously you have a triple phase standard charger as well, so if you want to charge it at home, the max is 11, which is actually higher than the standard. Most EVs are only at 7 for that, which is which is pretty good. Get a heat pump as well, completely as standard. This is used to help cool or warm the battery. Depending on adverse conditions, it preserves the length of the battery, means you get slightly more range. It's just better. On the GS and Ultimate, you get a piano black roof, unless, like today, the car is black, in which case it's the standard black. The standard car comes with a 10-inch touchscreen display. You get wireless smartphone mirroring, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. You got Bluetooth, hands-free, streaming calls, all that sort of stuff. DAB radio and Wi-Fi. You get a 10-inch digital gauge cluster. The cool thing about this is it's really thin so that you can actually see basically everything, and it's only got the stuff you really need. Radar, cruise information, the speed you're going. It's really simplified, which I know that sounds like, oh, it's simplified. It's not. It's so much better because it means that you only have the bit that you need. Of course, you can change the screen to show other stuff and whatever, but in this sort of simple mode, it really does make that pleasure of driving more simple. The GS gains 4 additional USB-C ports. You have over-the-air updates and ChatGPT voice activation. Unfortunately, because this car is not registered, I don't get to play with that today. The Ultimate, though, that adds a 10-speaker vocal sound system if you really want to make your ears melt on those long drives. You get a head-up display with that model too. Dual-zone climate control is completely standard across every single model. And the boot is pretty nifty as well. Aside from the fact that we can, of course, fit a rather gorgeous puppy in the back, there's room for, well, all my bags as well if I so wished. It's got 550 litres of standard volume, parcel shelf, load sill. You have 2 boot floor levels. You have an automatic boot lining. There's warning triangle storage. You have 4 hooks. Plenty in there to get your teeth into. On all models, the glove box even has a cooling function. What it's for, I don't know. But maybe you guys in the comment section can think of a cool reason as to why that exists. The seats are clever too. They have obviously like lumbar supports. They have a powered cushion angle, which is nice. They are AGR seats as well. They are AGR certified seats on the driver's side with 10-way adjustable modes. So I've been driving now for a fair little bit and, well, I'm still comfortable. No back pain yet, which for me, as I'm sure you all know from watching the channel, is a good thing. You have a 4-way headrest, a smartphone pocket in the side as well. Of course, as you go further up the range, you have things like the power lift, tailgate, sunroof stuff, laminated, acoustically sealed windows, which is a fancy way of saying they're going to be quieter. The Ultimate, there is an option of a Napa leather pack. This will set you back £1,300 at the time of filming. You get 10-way power adjustable ergo seats made of vegan tanned Napa leather. There's a massage function for both sides. You get ventilated driver and passenger seats. There's a memory function for the driver's seat as well. You have heated rear seats with full lumbar adjustment. All cars in the new Grandland range have got LED lights, eco LEDs on the base model. But the GS and the Ultimate have the Pixel Matrix IntelliLux HD LED headlights. And of course you have those beautiful LED lights with the rear illuminated logo in the back. All of the cars have radar guided cruise control, which is of course what I'm using now. But the Ultimate has IntelliDrive 2.0. But I guess we should probably talk about the drive. This was the thing that was so super impressive about the old Grandland. Unfortunately, the demonstrator that we've got is an EV, so it's going to be really difficult to compare what I drove back then to what I drive now. But what I can say is, apart from obviously making the interior far more pretty and the screens far more useful and updating the outside, in terms of the drive, it feels like a regular car to drive. There's no dramas, there's no bills, it's just thrills. If I put my foot down here with the EV, I get a satisfying surge. It's not a rip your back of your head off, oh no, everything feels like time is going backwards. No, it feels like a regular automatic car, which is actually quite a bit of a party piece because it's unbelievable how many people still haven't driven all EVs or are still not used to driving EVs. I've had an EV for nearly 4 years now, and my wife still struggles with leaving the car on and worrying about like sounds and all that sort of stuff. So the fact that it just drives like a normal automatic car is really, really good. And as well as that, on sharp bends and corners, it holes the road well. But the old Grandland kind of did that too, so that's not really that surprising. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like and a subscribe as ever. If you want to find out more about the Grandland, there's a link in the video description. Thank you everybody for watching. Today is my last day working for Eden Motor Group. I've been with Eden for 8 years and it's been a really fantastic time. It's time for me to move on, but I do wish Eden all the best. Have a very good day and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.